Hey guys, so this is a quick movie review of Terrifier 1. I recently watched it about a week ago and I want to give my thoughts and opinions on it. I will be watching the other Terrifier movies. So there's 2 and then the recent one is 3 that came out. But I decided to watch the first one because being that like the critiques have been giving it good reviews because of the gore and all that. So I want to give my thoughts and opinions on it. Alright, so Terrifier 1 stars a whole cast of people I don't know. They're all like, in my opinion, because I never seen them in movies, they were like new to the scene for me. So let's go over the cast really quick. So Art the Clown, our main villain, he is played by David Howard Thornton. And then there are 2 main sub-characters, females. They're dressing up on Halloween, looking spooky and cool. And they are played by Jenna Canley as Tyra, and then Samantha Scafindi plays Victoria. So they're pretty much best friends. They've been partying all night, and then they're just trying to get home from like a Halloween party, and then that's when everything like goes awry because they meet this clown that keeps on like following them and like just staring at them throughout the whole night. So I'll get more into their story a little later on. But and then another sub character is Dawn. I believe she was the homeless lady with the baby. I believe so. Yeah, those are like our 4 main characters, and Dawn is played by Catherine Corcoran. And then yeah, there's a whole bunch of other characters and whatnot, but they're not the main part, so I'm not gonna go over them. But yeah, so our main story takes place on Halloween night, and these 2 girls are leaving a Halloween party, it seems, and their car will not start, and also one is drunk and one is high. So of course they can't drive under the influence, so they decide to go to a little pizza joint, try to get some food in them, and then go home after that. And then that's when they meet Art the Clown. Like, he just walks in, takes a seat right next to them, and then he pretty much like just keeps staring at them the whole time. And Art the Clown is a clown of few words. He does not speak at all in this whole entire movie. His actions speak a lot louder than his words. So that's cool. And then pretty much as they are trying to like leave and all that, he kind of like harasses them, and then the pizza joint owner, he steps in and confronts the clown. And because of that confrontation, Art the Clown does something disgusting in the restroom. You have to watch it. I'm not gonna say. But yeah, it's pretty much gross, revolting, and bleh, nasty. Anyway, they have now gotten some pizza in them, so they feel like it's okay for them to drive now. But they go back to their car, and it has a flat tire. And ding, 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 I think the clown did it. Yeah, in my head, I'm thinking the clown did it. So, they can't leave now. And then out of nowhere, the clown shows up with them, to them, because one of the girls has to go to the restroom, and there's no local areas where they could find a restroom at, because Art the clown ruined the one at the pizza joint. So they go in and try to, just go to the restroom, find like a phone because they're trying to call up someone to come pick them up so they can finally get home since their car has a flat. And then that's when all the gruesome deaths start happening. So Art the Clown is very creative with his deaths. First one to go, shockingly, throughout the whole movie. I'm trying to recall who died first. It was some random guy. He died. His death wasn't that gruesome. Anyway, after that, this clown just keeps on showing up, chasing them, kind of he won't leave them alone, and they're trying to get away from him, but they can't because eventually he kind of what does he do? Oh yeah, he he kind of injures them to the point where they can't leave, so they wake up tied up and all that, and then the blonde girl, she's the most brutal kill. Very creative on that, by the way. And then with the brunette, I thought she was gonna actually get away, but she doesn't. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna tell you how it happens, but yeah, she was a goner. Rest in peace. And then oh yeah, they run into this janitor, and they ask him to help them, but he has AirPods in, little AirPods. So apparently he can't hear, but if I have my AirPods in, I would still be able to hear. I would have helped them out. But yeah, he actually doesn't die. Does he? Okay, I think he did die. I just don't remember how, but I don't think did he live? I don't remember. Anyway, Dawn, getting back to Dawn, she's another main character here. Well, sub main character. She's the homeless lady, and she has suffered post-traumatic stress disorder because she has lost her baby, and she carries around this little baby doll and takes care of it as her own child. So yeah, very sad story on her end. And she eventually meets our little clown friend, and at first she's trying everything to try not to die, so she kind of takes on this motherly persona for Art the Clown. So saying cuddling him and doing whatever she can to survive. But eventually that goes south, and the clown, he kills her too. So Art actually sticks to brutalizing his victims. But yeah, overall I would give Terrifier, in the scale of horror rating, I would give it a 7 out of 10. It was actually a pretty good slasher. It kept my interest a lot. I watched it with my little bunny. He didn't, well, he actually watched it with me. It was cute. But yeah, he watched it with me, and I think he liked it, maybe. And then in a scale of, the visuals, I would give it a 10 because a lot of it was practical effects. So that was really cool. I love seeing the old school filmmaking techniques used. And then in terms of story, it was nothing new, but it was interesting. So I would give it also a 7 out of 10 story-wise. Now for our main villain, I'm going to give him a 10. He was motivated. He got stuff done. He didn't try to make friends with anyone. He was just there for one purpose only. And that was it. It was really cool. Oh, and then the ending. it was actually pretty good. Like, it was slow at first with the ending, but it was cool. It sped up and it got to the point. Pretty much Art goes to like the mortuary because he's found dead because the cops come in and stop him and whatnot. But turns out, bum bum bum. I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, it was good. And then all right, last rating. Soundtrack and sound design. I would give it a 6. Nothing really stood out to me, but it was more like a visual movie, so it was good in that way. All right, overall score of Horror-tacular. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10 in total. I might watch it again, but I'm gonna first watch the second one since I already watched the first one. But yeah, that was my little review on Terrifier 1. Stay tuned for other reviews. Ciao!